Alright, so everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be testing a strategy which was suggested by a guy named Mark Trades. So Mark Trades does all the quick trading and binary options over here, and he suggested a strategy that we should try. Okay, so obviously you guys know I test strategies on YouTube over here and see whether they're profitable or not. I probably have a couple on my channel that I would suggest. The rest are just absolute BS. But yeah, let's get into it. So how the strategy works is you need to set your candlestick time frame here to 5 seconds and Heikin-Ashi. Okay, so 5 seconds Heikin-Ashi, and then your trade time needs to be 10 seconds. Okay, how the trade is going to work, okay, is all you need to do is literally, so let me maybe zoom into this chart a lot better, right? All you need to do is compare two candlesticks. Okay, so if we're trying to buy, right, if we're trying to buy, expecting it to go up, we need to look for a candlestick here. Okay, so this is the first candlestick. And then all that we need is for the second body of the candlestick to be larger than the first body, right? So after this, we could take a buy and we'll win. If we look at this example here, we'll see for a selling example where we expect the price to go down. The first example here has a body over here, but then the second candle has a body that closes below, right? So obviously here we went from that body, we obviously closed higher, then we could take a buy. Here we went from this body over here to down here, so then we could obviously take a sell on our second candle. What we do need to do is update our balance. This is obviously for demo purposes. I'm not going to do my live accounts because I'll just be risking my traditional balance that I'd use in a real account. So we're just going to do a realistic size that most people will start with on as a beginner, which is $150. Okay, so 149.57 is what we need to put in, 149.57, and then this will give us our trade size that we need to use, which is 1.5. Okay, now obviously you guys are probably wondering, where do you get this calculator that I'm using? Right, what you're going to do is come to Clusk Quick Trades, or you can actually just search CQT, right? If you search CQT, actually no, if you search like Connor, maybe, yeah, Connor McCluskey Trading, okay, I'm going to pop up over here. Here's my YouTube channel, and here's my trading community. All right, and in this trading community, you will get access to the trading calculator and all the information here that will take you from a beginner to an advanced trader. All right. And the guys, we have over 417 members who are doing extremely well. You can see the wins inside of here that the guys are making. Lots of money to be made, plenty of money to be made. It's going really well for a lot of people. You can see this guy made like $160. This person made $630, and the list goes on and on. This person withdrew $1,400 from pocket option, and it just goes and goes and goes. It doesn't end, right? So if you want to get started, join this community and you can make a lot of money. But let's get back into it. $1.5 trades. So we're going to get right into it, guys. Let's just make sure we know our risk. So obviously we need to update our risk accordingly here. So obviously that's correct. Here I need to make sure that I take that and multiply it by -5, which will then give me my stop loss and my take profit. Okay, so we're aiming for $7 as our take profit, and then stop loss is the same, which means that we are aiming for a 1-to-1 risk to reward. Right, we're going for 7.48 to 7.48. Right, and that's what we're going to be going for. Let's get into it though. Trading session time. Pretty much all we need to be looking for is the increase in size of the body. So here, okay, for some reason this just popped up. That's okay. Here, so there we go. There's our first one over here. The second one is bigger. So then we can take a trade. So I got in a bit late there because I was just adjusting here. But all we're literally just going to do is analyze how this does. So there we had a losing trade. So we're going to update it with a loss over there, and we're pretty much just going to trade until we either hit our stop loss or take profits, and then we'll get a verdict on whether the strategy is worth it or not. I'm going to take a sell there because we did have a bigger candle over here, And also, once again, another bigger candle over here. So I took another sell. We had a win. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to keep going, guys. What's nice about this strategy is that you can just get straight into it and don't have to waste any time. Looks like this body's going to be bigger, so we can take a sell on this. You don't have to waste any time on trying to look for setups. It's really cool to see that you can just get into trades. But also the downside to that is that there's no logical analysis behind this. Like you obviously can't see what the normal candlestick is doing. Why would you also be trying to sell in there? And also the overall trend is upwards, right? So like there's a lot that goes into it here. We could have bought because there was an uptrend, but yeah, we just got to do it. Once again, here we go. It's probably going to go up now because this is an overall uptrend. You wouldn't be trying to sell in this. You'd be trying to buy. So if this candlestick goes bigger, it's a great time to get in. If not, and it hesitates here, this would be a good sell. But currently it looks like it's stuck between the two. Here we go. This looks like a continuation that we can take. Okay, let's get in. But once again, it's like it almost feels like you're purely entering based off gambling without any true analysis of what the market's doing. I'm going to take a sell in here. So it's another loss there. Let's see what happens on this trade. Looks like we're going to win. Yes, we do. Perfect. Okay, so that puts us at minus 1.74. 23% done towards our stop loss, but that's okay. Here looks like a good buying opportunity. If we hold, yes, great entry there. Let's keep it going. See what happens on this reversal. If we do get a reversal in our favor, no. So now we're going to enter on this one. Obviously another losing trade there. Looks like this will also be a losing trade. But if it does close higher, we can enter. Okay, another losing trade. So here's the logic behind it. It's almost like, why would you be trying to like buy there or sell there or sell here again? If like the market is obviously clearly choppy, like when you see a lot of these wicks, the market's clearly choppy, but this is what Mark obviously explained inside of the video, is that you just enter off of anything, right? So it's a bit of a hit or miss. It's like, it's either luck, it's just basically luck. A lot of this type of trading, because there's no real analysis behind it. You're almost just entering brainlessly. And those are typically the strategies that aren't going to get you good results, unfortunately. And that's the reality of it. And that's what I'm starting to see with a strategy like this. But that's why I like to break it down on this channel for you guys, so that you can see that sometimes it is just BS and you can't be trading brainlessly. Here we go. Looks like a winning trade. There we go. That was pretty good. But so far, the edge is negative, right? We're going down more than we're going up. We're having big losses, small recoveries, big losses. And you're probably wondering, like, Connor, why don't you just increase your trade sizes? No. You've obviously seen that on YouTube videos, and it's taught you to increase and martingale to go from 1 to 2 to 4. But what you don't realize is that that spirals very quickly. And before you know it, you're putting your whole balance on the line. And there's still a probability you can lose all of it. And if there's a probability, there's a definite chance it will happen. So, yeah, need to be careful. See what happens on these trades. Looks like this is going to be another loss. Yeah, another losing trade there. So far, not a great strategy, guys. Not too impressed. I'm pretty underwhelmed by how it's doing. Looks like another loss here. Oh, wow. Good push. Okay. That was the trend working in our favor there, but once again, we're just making no progress. Literally straight into the negatives. Here's a buying opportunity. It's a good win here, I believe. Yeah. Okay, that was good. Let's just see how much battery I have. 18%. Okay, we will have time. But yeah, it's like up and down the strategy. Feels like a really 50-50 strategy. Here's a good place to take a sell off of this. If I do lose this, I can take a buy on this next one. Let's take a buy here. Perfect. So obviously that was a losing trade. Let's see what happens on this trade. Looks like it's going to be a win. Okay, we are working our way back up, guys, I must say. So we're starting to see some good results in the strategy, which is what I'm happy with. Here's a good selling chance here. See what the market does. Will it continue in this direction or not? No, losing trade. Okay, once again, we're back down to 3.7 in our loss. So it's almost like a cycle of losses at this point. Here's a buying opportunity that we can get into. Let's see, looks like it's going to continue to push up, but anything could happen and it could literally reverse and make you lose. There we go. You see, guys, you can't just blindly enter off of these sort of things. You need to have some sort of analysis. And right now, we're very close to our stop loss. And I'm afraid it's likely going to be hit with a sort of strategy like this, which just is just BS. It's really not good. Here's an entry opportunity here that we can take. We should expect this to push downwards, but once again, this looks like it's going to be a loss. Okay, and we're one away from our stop loss. And when we hit that, we have to end the session. This would be a very good buy traditionally, but no analysis behind it. We don't know what the real candles look like. And what I mean by the real candles is the normal candlesticks over here, right? Like if you look at the normal candlesticks, you wouldn't enter off of here because there's obviously a fair value gap that needs to be filled after a main push downwards to come back up and then push down. So obviously that's a terrible trade to take on Heiken-Ashi because you can't see anything. You can't see what the market is actually trying to do. But obviously we had a loss there and our stop loss got reached. Overall, guys, very poor performance by this strategy, not the greatest strategy to use. So this is a no. Do not use the strategy. No. Okay? Do not use the strategy. I'm uncovering these strategies and this is just pure bollocks. It's just really not good. Like, let's see, why would you try to buy here? It's probably going to push down, right? But who knows, right? Let's just take one more trade here to see what actually does happen. But once again, there we go. Another loss. Why would you follow these two? Why would you base a buy or sell off of two Heiken-Ashi candles that give you no clear information about what's actually happening in the markets? Or why would you just try randomly sell off of two Heiken-Ashi candles? It could literally just be like a big push and then two Heiken-Ashi candles going down like this, and then it continues again. And you're trying to sell here like an idiot, right? So terrible, just a really bad strategy. Sorry, Mark, terrible recommendation. Delete that video, dude. It was terrible. Yeah, not too happy with the strategy. This is a no. If you want to use this strategy or if you want to trust guys like this, I would not recommend it because they're going to make you lose money. They're all just trying to do it to obviously grow their following and show shortcuts and running some sort of program in the background. Whereas I still run a program, but at least I'm uncovering the truth and showing you that something like this is just not poor. It's just like really, really bad. And you shouldn't be using it even under smart risk management where I know my stop losses. Right, he's using martingale where he goes from 1 to 2 to 4 to 8, etc. And that's a very risky way of trading because you could very, very quickly get to 8 and then you start to panic and you lose your money, right? And you lose your entire balance that you've worked hard for, right? If you want to learn it properly, join my program because in my program, I actually break down everything properly for you. Whether it's on calls, we hop on live calls, whether it's me teaching you live, whether it's me answering questions, or whether it's you watching me live and see how I do it, or watching a 25 plus hour program explaining all the things you need to know to actually make money in this, not off some bullshit YouTube video and claiming to take buys or sells off of two Heiken-Ashi candles. It's pretty simple. You shouldn't be doing that, right? This is how you get results in a real program. Other than that, guys, not the greatest of strategies. Our stop loss got hits. It's okay, but I would not recommend the strategy at all.